This is the War Brief Daily for April 10th, 2026, covering the Russia-Ukraine theater. Tonight, Ukraine struck Kazan for the first time in the entire war, over 1,000 kilometers inside Russia. We are tracking three major confirmed developments in this brief. First, Ukraine has conducted one of the deepest and broadest drone strikes in the conflict's history, hitting 4 Russian cities overnight, including Kazan, a city that had never been targeted before today. Second, Putin's declared Easter ceasefire is already in serious question, defied in real time on the same night it was announced. Third, Ukraine's oil and logistics infrastructure campaign continues, targeting a critical pipeline node in Krasnodar Krai, while also severing key Russian supply lines into Crimea. First update. This is confirmed, source from RBC Ukraine and multiple Russian regional officials. In the early hours of April 10, Ukrainian drones reached Kazan, Saransk, Gukovo, and Volgograd. Kazan is the capital of Tatarstan. It sits more than 1,000 kilometers from the Ukrainian border, and in 4 years of full-scale war, it had never once come under a missile or air raid alert, until today. That is a strategic threshold crossed, not a footnote. Saransk, the capital of Mordovia, reported what officials described as a direct missile strike with a fire breaking out in the city. In Gukovo, a Rostov Oblast industrial town, locals reported a powerful explosion and fires near the Donbas border. In Volgograd, already targeted multiple times this year, residents reported drone engine sounds followed by 5 to 7 explosions in the city's southern sector. Casualty figures are not confirmed at this hour, and damage assessment from Kazan is still emerging. But the geographic reach of this overnight campaign is confirmed, and it represents Ukraine pushing its drone warfare further into Russian territory than at any previous point in this conflict. Why it matters. Hitting Kazan tells every Russian city it is within range. It also forces Russia to stretch its air defense architecture across an enormous geographic footprint, pulling resources away from the front. Second update, this is confirmed by the Kremlin. On April 9, President Putin declared a 32-hour ceasefire covering the Orthodox Easter holidays. The same day, Ukraine struck the Crimea oil pumping station in Krasnodar Krai. That night, the deep strike wave described in Update 1 hit 4 Russian cities. Ukraine has not formally accepted the ceasefire. Kyiv has consistently treated unilateral Russian pause declarations as tactical cover for repositioning, not genuine diplomacy. One confirmed diplomatic signal did occur. On April 9th, Russia and Ukraine conducted a remains exchange. Russia returned the bodies of 1,000 Ukrainian soldiers. Ukraine returned 41 Russian personnel. That exchange happened. The battlefield ceasefire did not. Third update. This is confirmed. Ukrainian drones struck the oil pumping station at the Crimea linear production and dispatching station on April 9th, a key node in the Novorossiysk to refinery supply chain in Krasnodar Krai. Separately, Ukraine's Military Intelligence Directorate, the HUR, confirmed on April 8 that it had disabled what it describes as the last Russian military railway ferry across the Kerch Strait into occupied Crimea. Ferry disruption plus pipeline infrastructure targeting, this is not a series of isolated strikes. This is a coordinated campaign to strangle Russian logistics and energy flow into Crimea and southern occupied Ukraine. Here is what to watch next. The top priority is Russian retaliation. Historically, Russia has responded to high-profile Ukrainian deep strikes with mass aerial attacks on Ukrainian cities and energy infrastructure within 24 to 72 hours. With Kazan hit for the first time ever and the ceasefire effectively ignored, the probability of a major Russian strike package in the next operational cycle is elevated. Also watch for Ukraine's official ceasefire response. OSINT and satellite confirmation of damage in Kazan, and ground activity on the Kupiansk axis. ISW assessed continued Russian assault pressure near Kupiansk, Petropavlivka, and Pischane as recently as April 6th and 7th. That is your War Brief Daily for April 10th, 2026.